What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to episode number 2 of season 2 FIFA 13 Ruin Arandama. I'm on a different account this time and with a different team. This is my one of my wager teams on my other account, but I'm going to be using this team. Obviously I'm in Division 5, probably going to come up against the dirt, might get a rage quit, whatever, but I don't mind if it's a short video and if I come up against someone that rage quits, because I actually just want to briefly talk about the last day of the BPL whilst it's fresh in my mind, because today it's Sunday now at 8 o'clock, and today was the last day of the BPL. There was only really 3 games that were important. I mean, you could say Man United's last game was important because it was Ferguson's last ever game. You could say Chelsea-Everton game was important because it's David Moyes' last game for Everton, and maybe because Chelsea could finish 4th or go into the 3rd place playoff. You know, it could be a big last game for Liverpool simply because Jamie Carragher retired today, and also Rafa Benitez probably going to be leaving Liverpool. Of course, Mancini got sacked from City. Like, there's a lot of stuff happening in the BPL towards the back end of the day. But the two teams, the 2 games that I want to focus on are Spurs and Arsenal games against Sunderland and Newcastle respectively. Gareth Bale yet again coming up with the goods for Spurs in the 85th minute, a world-class goal. Like, he is such a great player, there's no denying it. I've never denied it anyway. He is such an incredible player, and he's carried Spurs this season a lot. I don't like the term one-man team. It frustrated me and frustrates me when people called Arsenal a one-man team last year because of Van Persie. And I'm sure Spurs fans feel the same when they say, you know, Bale carries a team that's a one-man team. There's no such thing as a one-man team. Everyone has their role in the team, and the other players within the team allow Bale to excel to the point that he wins a lot of the points because of his goals. But, like I say, I don't think he's a one-man team. So, Spurs won 1-0, and a last-minute goal. Sunderland got a... Was it Sunderland? Yeah, Sunderland got a player sent off. And just in general, Spurs were dominant in the game, you know, as you would expect. Like, they had to win. Oh crap, that was bad. Yeah, they had to win to be able to have a chance of getting into the top 4. But fortunately, Arsenal won the game. It was such a nervous game. Like, I was watching the game, I was pacing up and down my room. Once we scored the first goal, once Koscielny put that ball in the back of the net, a great finish, I might add. Like, it was relaxed a little bit, and especially throughout the game, as Spurs couldn't score against Sunderland until, right at the end of the game. I think it was the 85th minute that Bale put the ball in the back of the net. You know, it was relatively comfortable as an Arsenal fan for that. And then Newcastle, the last 10 or 15 minutes were putting a lot of pressure on us, and it was really, really tough to watch. I could only ever imagine how it must have been to play in. But fortunately, Arsenal came through, and we did a good job. You know, we got the 3 points. We did exactly what we needed to do, and I was a very, very happy man. I'm a very happy Arsenal fan, and yeah, I celebrated like a motherfucker. But I got two questions for you guys, because I feel like these are pretty important questions for the futures of these 2 clubs. The first question is, if Gareth Bale leaves, which is pretty likely because he wants to play Champions League football, but if Gareth Bale leaves, do you think the money that he'll get from Spurs? Oh my God, I've hit the post there. Will allow them to push on and strengthen their team, and then, you know, potentially go on another top 4 assault next year and maybe even get there? Or do you think the fact that they won't have that superstar player, they won't have that one absolute hero scoring all those important goals for them, that they might crumble and end up finishing 6th, 7th or 8th, or, you know, struggling to get into the top 4, having an inconsistent season? Yeah, so, you know, what do you think there? And do you think as well, like, the question could be asked, do you think that Bale will even leave? There's been rumours in newspapers that he wants Champions League football, he wants to leave. But at the same time, there's rumours about every player doing everything throughout the summer. And you can't really believe what you hear in the papers. So that's the first question. The second question I've got for you is, this is going to be a semi-biased review from me, but Arsenal have got themselves into a position now where they don't have debts anymore. They have a stadium that they bought and paid for. They're financially secure. They've spent a long time not winning trophies, which people make me aware about on Twitter every single day. But they spent a long time not winning trophies to build the structure of the club to a position where they can then push forward and have, you know, hopefully a long period of power. But what do you guys think? Now that we've got money to spend, do you think we're going to go out and buy a whole bunch of players that are going to benefit the club? Do you think that there's not necessarily enough players to benefit the club? Do you think people don't want to come to Arsenal? Me personally, I think this is the last year of a transition period for Arsenal. I think we'll now go out in the summer, we'll buy 2 or 3 really, really good players and push on and hopefully challenge for the title next year, at least get the top 4 real easily. Or do you think that perhaps we're still going to be stuck in the same situation where people don't want to come to us, we haven't got any more players to sell because all our big players have gone, and maybe Arsenal aren't the team that they used to be, to the point where they're just never going to be a title-winning team again, at least not for the foreseeable future? So let me know in the comment section, guys. It's actually pretty good timing for the guy to rage quit there, because I've asked the 2 questions that I asked for, that I wanted to get out. Dominated him easily. I wasn't even like paying attention to the game, to be honest. I was trying to pay attention to what I was saying. But leave your thoughts and feedback in the comment section, guys. I'd really appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the video as well, that would be absolutely awesome. But for now, I'm going to leave you guys. If you want to see more Ruin Randomer, then let me know in the comment section as well. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.